Y'all, the audio clip was really low at the beginning, so just read over like the subtitles I put on the side, and it's about to go back to normal in a minute. So I'm gonna start off by saying that like this, I'm not talking about every type of friendship, because y'all at home might have some friends who have been down for you and still are down for you and will be down for you till you die. This is just my personal opinion and what I have seen, what I have heard, and my experience as well. So let's talk about the first factor. A lot of them be jealous, okay? Like, whether you know it or not, you need to really pay attention to signs, because a lot of females will be jealous of you. They will. Females you consider close to you, or who you might even consider look better than you, so it's like, why would they be mad, right? Trust me, like, people always find a reason to be jealous, and some of them, not saying all, some of them don't be having your best interest at heart. A lot of them be thinking about themselves, like, no. Another thing is that some of them, and this definitely applies to me, they basically talk down on you. Low key though, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm gonna give you a little example. Like LaQuanda, like in high school, people used to always give me compliments and stuff like that. And whenever I'll get a compliment, she'll say something jokingly to kind of like combat it. You feel me? Or she'll try to be like, I mean, like, don't I look better? Like, aren't I cute? Like, come on, like, she'll just say certain things to combat it. Or she'll say something like disrespectful about me, jokingly, right? No. Now that I look back, I see that no, like that was definitely not. That definitely wasn't what I thought it was. She definitely meant that shit. Another thing, and this does not apply to everyone, but when it really comes down to it, they will not have your back, okay? When it really comes down to it, like in high school, you definitely see this. Like, if you get into a fight, right, and they don't back you up, you'll definitely see that. But that's like, you know, the most obvious. But there's different type of ways, like low-key ways where they wouldn't have your back. Like, you know, like if you say, oh, you know, it could be a simple situation. It doesn't have to be you against somebody. It could be like, you know, like I'm trying to do something and stuff like that, and they'll be like, I don't know, it don't seem like it work for you, or just different types of stuff. And some friends will say it don't seem like it work for you because they truly care about you. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the ones who be like just saying little things just to like discourage you and stuff like that. Or if like, you know, in a social situation, if you're getting into it with somebody, they're not there to back you up. They'll sit there and let you get jumped before they jump in the fight to help you. Now I'm gonna tell a couple short stories. So the first story is gonna be about LaQuanda, of course, because she has been best friends since middle school. And yeah, we were so close that we used to call each other cousins. But here's like one little example. There has been a time around last year, me and LaQuanda went out to a party, and there was this guy who she was liking, and he wasn't giving her no attention. He was giving me the attention, you feel me? Even though I wasn't showing any interest in him, I was just being nice, and I was trying to get them together. But he was giving me the attention, and she tried to act like she wasn't butthurt about it, but I mean, like, I know her. Like, I know she was butthurt, and I was trying to make her feel good, like, hey, girl, you know, I know you still got this, and the third. But here's what happened. Me and her, us two, we went together there in the Uber, and we were just there mingling and stuff. So she basically, she could have said that she wanted to go home or something like that, and I could have just went my other way. But no, she wanted to lie. She said that she's gonna go to the store and like go somewhere else, like around the corner or something, like right quick, and she'll come right back and stuff like that. Like, she said that she'll come right back, and I knew in my heart that she was lying. That's why I did come there prepared, because this is not even the first like experience we had together where things went wrong. But that's why I did come prepared there, because I knew that she might possibly pull something. So she said that she's gonna go do something and she'll come right back. And of course, like I expected, she never ended up coming back. And she basically ditched me at this party with a whole bunch of people I don't know. In particular, there was a lot of men there, and it was late at night. Everybody was drinking, stuff like that. I didn't get too drunk, luckily, but you know. But I came prepared. I had money for an Uber. Plus, the guy who she was liking at the party, he took me home. So the joke's on her. This is, and I'm gonna tell like another story. Okay, this is not involving me. This is involving my older sister, and she definitely had a different experience with friends in her life. You know, like I used to tell her like, don't trust this person, don't trust that person, but she'll be like, Chelsea, like they're my best friends. You know, like you never had that in your life, but these people are good to me. But it came back, and she kind of like understands what I meant now. So she had, you know, a best friend for all 4 years of her high school. I'm talking about they did everything together. They were always together. I'm talking about really close, like really close, no matter what. And she also had a best friend in college. She had a best friend in college. And so first of all, the high school one, after the 4 years of high school, she moved to South Carolina. And the college one, who she was really close to as well, like I'm talking about best friends, y'all. I'm not talking about friendship. I'm talking about really, 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 really close, to the point where you consider them family. And the college one, she didn't have nowhere to stay. We were going to let her move with us. So, but the college one, her college best friend, after like the first, I think, year of college, her college best friend moved to Oregon. So high school one, after high school, she moved to South Carolina, and the college one moved to Oregon. So those two, like, they didn't know each other. Like, basically, those are my sister's best friends, and they did not meet each other. You know what I mean? Because the high school one already moved to South Carolina before she could even meet the college one that eventually moved to Oregon. So, but they kept in contact remotely. So basically, my sister would go visit the one in Oregon and in South Carolina. She'll keep in contact with both of her best friends. So, but you know, she also wanted to connect them as well. So she used to like make group calls and, you know, be like a three-way, and those talk on the phone and stuff like that. And, you know, she was like introducing them to each other and, you know, trying to get everybody like, you know, together. And, you know, because they're both her best friends, she was like, well, why don't y'all be friends together too? That's a big mistake. And I don't suggest anybody do that, because I have did that one time when I was like really young though, and it definitely came back to bite me in the ass. So when she connected them remotely, they're all like, you know, cool, all on the phone together, stuff like that, really close, keeping in contact. But of course, you know, South Carolina and the Oregon one never visited each other or anything. They were just connected through my sister. But one day, they didn't know she was on the phone, right? I guess they forgot or something like that. And my sister overheard them talking ish about her. And after that, she was just like, wow. And then when she tried to like confront them about it, and this is all remotely, by the way, when she tried to confront them about it, both of them would get defensive and disrespectful, try to make her feel bad and all this type of stuff. So that's the instance of people who are extremely, extremely, extremely close, and how it just like, you know what I mean? It just didn't last. I mean, unless you plan on marrying your friend, I don't suggest getting too close to anybody unless they're your family or your like boyfriend or girlfriend, whichever one floats your boat. I can tell you, my life has been 130 times cheaper. What was it, cheaper? My life has been 130 times peacefuler when I had cut off female friends. I didn't cut off female friends entirely. It's just I don't get too close to them. I don't hang out with them that much. I would say it's more like an acquaintance now. Now I have like female acquaintances. I don't like let them get too close to me. But my life has been a lot more peaceful. I have gotten a lot more stuff done. Like, just like everything has went better ever since I cut off Laquanda. Like, literally, like all of my blessings like just started rolling in just like that. It's like she was blocking my blessings. I mean, also a little bit about my personality. I like to have time to myself anyways to take care of, you know, my business and stuff, and, you know, self-care and stuff like that. Like, I even like working alone. I don't know if I'm like an introvert or extrovert, because I like to like go out sometimes, but I feel like it really depends on the season, because sometimes I just like to kick in the house, sometimes I want to be out, like I want to be outside. But I can truly say that my life has been 10 times better. So much more blessings has came ever since I had cut that woman out of my life. And even, it wasn't even just her, there's a lot more other people who I came with the drama, and, you know, I cut them all off. And now I'm living a much better life. Like a much better life. I cannot stress that enough to you guys. If you're dealing with any female friends who you like, just pay attention to signs. Like really pay attention to signs. Because my parents literally be like, first of all, my parents always told me about her ever since we were younger. Like parents be knowing. And they were literally like, there was times when I went out at nighttime when they were literally scared if I went out with her because they thought that she'll do something to get me killed or something like that. Like, I don't know, but you know, they knew that she didn't have my best intentions at heart. And even if she did once upon a time, they knew it was always jealousy that lied there. So, no matter what you're going through or anything, even if you're going through a point where you don't even have any female friends, that's perfectly fine. You know what? You're winning. Because now you can pay attention to yourself and get so much more things done and not have to worry about the problematic females. The problematic bees. That's what I'm going to say. Because, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's better to be alone than around people who really don't have your best interests at heart, because a friend can do much worse than an enemy because you see them coming. A friend's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Y'all gotta let them go. Like I said, if you like, because I have had a time when I felt alone and everything after I cut like all my friends off, like, you know, really close and everything. I felt really lonely and everything, and like, dang, like I'm 18 or 19 years old. I should be doing this, that, and the third. No. What you should do is take the time that you would normally be putting into them and hanging out with them, put it all back into yourself and develop your brain and create your life. Because you don't know where they're going to be in the next 10, 20 years. You feel me? And even if they were successful or something like that, you can do the same thing. Just know you're not in this alone. Anyway, so anybody who really made it had to do it either by themselves or with a really small group. I had to consider a female down there like my sister, not even no cousin. Like, she got to be so close to me. Like, we got to really take it at home for me to really be kicking it with another person like that. But yeah, y'all like, comment, and subscribe for more. Like I said, it's gonna be advice videos like here. There's also gonna be, you know, story times like before, and like, you know, interactive games, interactive gameplay, because I love interactive games. I really do. So just stay tuned for that, and you know what I'm saying, subscribe, show some love, you feel me?